Welcome back to Infinity Beyond. So far, we've explored time through the lenses of physics, biology, psychology, and even science fiction. But in this episode, we turn to a different kind of exploration, the realm of philosophy. For centuries, philosophers have debated a deceptively simple question. What is time? We all think we know. It's what the clock measures. It's what keeps everything from happening at once. It's the line from past to present to future. But when you pause and try to define it, time becomes slippery, abstract, and mysterious. Let's begin with the ancient Greeks. Plato believed that time was a moving image of eternity. In his view, time belonged to the physical world, while eternity existed in the realm of pure forms, unchanging, perfect, timeless. Time was a shadow of a deeper truth. Aristotle, on the other hand, defined time as the number of movement in respect of before and after. For him, time was a measure of change. If nothing changed, there would be no time. This view echoes through much of classical philosophy. Centuries later, St. Augustine posed one of the most insightful questions. What is time? If no one asks me, I know. But if I try to explain, I don't know. He argued that the past no longer exists, the future hasn't happened, and only the present is real. But the present is fleeting, a knife edge between two abysses. This leads us to a major philosophical debate. Does time flow? In our everyday experience, time seems to move. The present moment slides into the past, the future becomes now. But is that just a trick of consciousness? Some philosophers argue for presentism, the idea that only the present is real. The past is gone, the future doesn't exist yet. All that exists is now. Others embrace eternalism, the belief that past, present, and future all exist equally. In this view, time is like a landscape. All moments already exist, and we simply experience them one at a time. This idea aligns with Einstein's view of the block universe, where time is not a river, but a frozen dimension. Then there's the growing block theory, which suggests that the past and present exist, but the future does not, yet. The block of reality grows as time progresses. Each of these views has implications for free will, memory, and the nature of reality. If the future already exists, are we truly making choices? If only the present is real, how do we explain causality? Modern philosophers also explore how language and culture shape our understanding of time. Some languages, like English, have tenses that clearly separate past, present, and future. Others, like Chinese, use more fluid structures. This affects not only how people speak about time, but how they experience it. Time can also be seen as subjective structure, a mental framework we impose on the world to make sense of experience. In this view, time isn't out there, it's a cognitive tool. This idea links philosophy with psychology and neuroscience. And then there are thinkers like Immanuel Kant who argued that time is a condition of human perception, a category our minds use to organize experience. We never perceive time itself. We perceive changes and interpret them as occurring in time. This idea challenges the very notion of time as an objective reality. Maybe time doesn't exist independently. Maybe it's a feature of the mind, not the cosmos. But others argue the opposite. Time may be more fundamental than space, energy, or even matter. Some cutting-edge physicists now suggest that time might be the key to reconciling quantum mechanics with general relativity. Perhaps in some deep way, time is the fabric from which everything else arises. So, what do we make of all this? The truth is, no one fully understands time. Not scientists, not philosophers, and perhaps that's the point. Time is not just a dimension. It's not just what clocks measure. It's an experience, a question, a mystery. It's the rhythm of our hearts and the ticking of the stars. It's the flow of thought and the silence between breaths. It's both intensely personal and unfathomably cosmic. And while we may never find a final definition, our attempts to understand time are themselves deeply meaningful. They reflect our curiosity, our need for meaning, and our desire to locate ourselves in the grand story of existence. So the next time you wonder, where did the time go? Pause. Feel the now, the breath, the moment. This is time, or at least the only version of it you'll ever directly touch. In our next episode, we'll explore a different frontier, how time is represented in art, music, literature, and storytelling. From Beethoven's symphonies to Nolan's Tenet, from ancient myths to futuristic narratives, how do we express time? Until then, take your time.